Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. P. Jodhimani, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of English, Almir Palani under Rocks College for Women, Palani. Today, we are going to see Gabriel O'Cara's poem, Once Upon a Time. Let's look at the poet first. Once Upon a Time, written by Gabriel O'Cara. Gabriel O'Cara is an African poet. He was born in 1921 in Nigeria. He was educated at Government College, Umuahia. His parents were not rich. He worked as a bookbinder and later as an information officer at Enugu. He also wrote plays and features for broadcasting and became a poet of outstanding ability. He has also written a novel called Voice. In this poem, the poet Gabriel O'Cara focuses on cultural change in Africa that was affected by Western culture. He says that people in the past who are genuine, honest, and they are hypocritical now. They are dishonest now. So the poet wants to return good earlier time or earlier stage by being a child again. It's not possible, but he wishes he were a child again to become good like yours earlier. Let's see the poem now. Let's see the first stanza. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes, block cold eyes, search beyond my shadow. Son, the poet was addressed by his son. The poem, at least this stanza or the whole poem, is a conversation in the form of poem between father and son. The father addresses his son, talks to his son. Let's see what he says here. Here, very beginning of the poem, first line, once upon a time. This once upon a time is a phrase used especially in fairy tales. Now fairy tales are not real. The things that this is read in a fairy tales is not real. So the thing the poet feels that this is not real possible to get old days, the precious old days. The people are really honest and genuine. Once upon a time suggests things then different from earlier times. Now things now are different, especially in a bad way. The things in the past good, according to the poet. He says, they used to laugh with their hearts. They refers to people in the past. People in the past used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. The poet used hearts and eyes. These words suggest that the people in the past were sincere and they were frank. They had sincerity and frankness. That means they show their wholeheartedness, whatever they did, whatever they said, wholeheartedness. But now they only laugh their teeth. It means people of the present not sincere, they are not frank. They most of the time they fake things. It means they try to behave artificially. The word teeth suggests that. And look at the last two lines of the stanza. While thy black cold eyes search behind my shadow. So, laugh with their teeth. The words laugh with their teeth suggest hypocritical of the present people. The present people are hypocritical. Now, look at the last two lines. Why their eyes are cold eyes search beyond the shadow. It means eyes that do not show any emotions, or eyes that have any expressions at all, that do not show any feeling at all. That, look at the next line. Search behind my shadow. This line, why their eyes are cold eyes, but they search beyond my shadow. What means to interact someone's unreal and fake? There is no need of the real person. That is what happened in the society now. According to the Gabriel Caro, the poet, the people are trying to fake everything. They try to make artificial. They do not want to deal with the real side of the person. So they are look at the shadow, easy for them. They can avoid the real person and deal with unreal things, that is shadow. The next, move on to the next one. There was a time, indeed, they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's a gone sign. Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hand searching my empty pockets. Here, to understand, the poet wants to focus on something here. There was a time, especially mention it. There was a time. Here the poet used to word hearts and eyes again, because hearts and eyes reflect emotions, that reflect emotions. He says there was a time, indeed, that is gone sin.